This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da.
Yo, what up, though, people? Like to welcome you back to the Keep It a C Note podcast. As always, I am your boy Brown. To the left of me, we got
Vito.
Vito. What up, though?
Same old, same old.
We got an interesting episode for everybody. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. It's your first time tuning in. Salute to you. Do us a favor. Hit the sub button, like button, the bell so you can stay notified when we drop new content. Hit that new hype button too if you're on your mobile device, and share this with someone so we can all talk together. It's been a lot of talk recently over the last month and a half, maybe 2 months, about classic albums. Who has classic albums? Who doesn't have classic albums? Vito, we are from the golden era of hip hop, the 90s era. So I wanted to do something before we even get to career-wise, who has more classic albums. I think for a lot of these artists, a good spot to start is in the 90s because that's kind of where we grew up at on hip-hop. So let's just do tiers because there was a lot of artists that dropped multiple albums in the 90s. Disclaimer: anything that you hear from me that I say is a classic is music that I actually listen to. If something is not on my list, I mean, we have a bunch of artists that we think may have one classic. We may not name everybody, so don't trip out if you don't hear an artist name. Secondly, it may be some music that y'all may consider a classic that we wasn't listening to, so you can't fault us for that. I will let you know if it's anything Vito got as a classic that I never listened to. I will definitely let that be known from the gun bust. Because funny story, before we start, I remember I was at Vision Quest Nationals, which is in Franklin, PA, and they had sent us to boot camp out South Mountain, PA, and it was a lot of drill instructors up there from Pittsburgh. And one day I was in the counselor office and he was listening to UGK. This was like 2000. And he was like, "You never heard UG?" I never had heard UG. He like, "Man, these guys is the greatest rap group, this, that, and the third." And I had never heard them. He was the first person that actually put me on UGK.
Shit, like, remember we was up the farms? Naj, me and him was in the same room together. He used to listen to Silk and Chaka. Like, I'd never heard of Silk, even though he was trash, but he had a couple alright songs.
Yeah. So you never know who everybody listened to. So I know it's gonna be people like, I know it's a lot of people. If we talking 90s era, it's a lot of people that swear by Juvie first album. I really never got into Juvie's whole first album to say whether it's a classic or not. So something like that, I wouldn't even be able to debate.
Or like, I know Scarface got at least one. I wasn't tapped into a lot of his stuff.
Yeah.
To even say if he got more than one.
Yeah. Scarface, in the 90s, he had a couple of albums in the 90s. But it's multiple artists that had 4 albums in the 90s, Vito. Do we have any albums or any artists that you think in the 90s had 4 classics?
Now, prior to us talking about this subject, I would have thought, well, me going back, doing a little research, listening to some of this stuff, a lot of them albums got multiple skips on them.
Yeah.
And I judge it like a classic by good music and the least amount of skips. Like, you can have skips on the classic album.
Right.
But it still got to be good music. And when I went back, a lot of that shit I just was running through like, nah, I can't even listen to this.
Yeah, it's funny because even we had the conversation. I'm like, to me, a classic has to be timeless music. Like, you got to be able to turn it on in 20 years. Like, we might get caught in a moment and say it's a this joint a classic. But 5, 10, 15 years, do it stand the test of time? That's one of my criteria. Then limited skips, because I realize no matter who the artist is, 9 times out of 10, any of the radio or video tracks, you skipping that automatically. Usually, you're not listening to it. So that would probably be all of my criteria. And I do have one more: impact. Basically, impact. Like, if your album impacted the culture, that's definitely considered a classic. So we agree, no four album classics from any artist. 3 album classics in the 90s, Vito. Do you have any artists that had 3, any groups, any artists that had 3 classic albums in the 90s?
No. I thought I did. So I said what I did. And I got, the artists I got, they got 2 at the most.
Okay. All right. I got 3 artists, Vito, that got 3 classics in the 90s. I know you probably going to hate.
I mean, disclaimer, Big would have 3, but I don't feel like that Underground mixtape was an album.
Yeah, it's not an album. Big got 2 official albums. But I'm going Tupac. I think Tupac had one of the greatest. Like, Tupac dropped 3 albums in like a year span, a year and a half span. Me Against the World, I believe, might be his best album out the 3. All Eyes on Me, then Machiavelli. I got all,
Machiavelli is the best.
Is the best of you. So I got all 3 of them joints as classics.
I had Me Against the World at first. Then I went back and listened to it. I was even listening to it today. It's way too many skips on there for me.
You think so?
Hell yeah.
I got a bunch of go-to songs on that joint, like Death Around the Corner.
Man, some shit on there, but it's
Just
way
Me
too
Against
many.
the World,
It's
baby.
way too many.
Get
Way too
Trigger.
many songs on there that might be impactful for dudes on the West Coast, but for me, I can't listen to some of that shit.
All right, and what about All Eyes on Me? You don't think
Classic.
that's a classic?
I mean, he get extra points. Him and Big get extra points for having double albums.
Okay. Now, Vito, the next one you going to hate, you going to say I'm biased and all that. Nas got 3 classics in the 90s.
I had Nas for 3 at first, too, until I went back.
Nas has Illmatic, which shifted the whole culture of the 90s. Then he shifted the culture again with It Was Written. Then he shifted the culture again with I Am, bro. And one thing I will say, Vito, you and I on this show, we've had this conversation before, Vito. I say it again. I don't think nobody from the golden era, from our era of hip hop, was affected more by bootlegging than Nas. Illmatic got bootlegged right before it came out. I Am got bootlegged. It was a double CD, which they had to change the whole original I Am. So it's like songs on Nostradamus that he get criticized for, like Owe Me Back and all that, but they wouldn't have been on the original I Am now. So, like, you know what I mean? I don't think nobody in the 90s was affected more by bootlegging than Nas.
I go on record to say, when it comes to bars, Nas probably the top dog. But when it comes to bars and song making, that's where he come probably like second.
We gonna get back to that, Vito, because I told you when I went back and listened to Jay-Z, I figured out why a lot of the music doesn't resonate with me. So I said Nas had Illmatic, It Was Written, I Am. Lastly, Vito, you gonna hate on this one too. Bone Thugs and Harmony had 3 classic albums in the 90s, bro.
Come on, man.
Their first album with Thuggish Ruggish Bone changed the game. It got all those other dudes from down south, gave them exposure and let them be able to rap fast and all that.
Dudes was rapping fast before them.
East 99, bro, and the Art of War, the double CD, bro, in 97. They got 3 classics.
Listen, the fact that you listen to 3 Bone Thugs albums lets me know that you need help.
I need help?
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. I listen to all walks of music. Music is music.
Me too.
Okay.
But it gotta be good.
Okay, this is where I think we going to really start disagreeing at, though, Vito. Let's go to the 2 classic tiers. What artists you got that got 2 classics in the 90s? Keep it a C note.
All right. Tupac, I got Machiavelli and All Eyes on Me. I originally had Me Against the World, but like I said, too many skips. Biggie, he got Life After Death and Ready to Die, but like I said, him and Tupac both got double albums, so they get a little extra credit. And Jay-Z with A Reasonable Doubt and Volume 2.
Okay.
Volume 1 is a good album, but I don't think it's classic.
Okay, so let me ask you this. That's all in the 90s.
Yes.
And this is, you mean out the people you listen to?
Yes. And
okay.
I know what you're getting at. Your man only got one classic.
Who my man?
Nas. It don't matter because it's only classic.
Oh, well,
in the 90s.
I mean, listen, I already know you going to hate with the same debate.
No, originally I had three. I had the three you named because I remember how, those are most three named, especially for the 90s. But like I said, I went back and listened to it. Them two Jones got way too many skips on it for me.
It was, you saying it was written, got too many skips?
It was written and
I am? Okay. So I'm a little shocked with your little list, Vito, with the two classics in the 90s, because I do think maybe you don't listen to some of these people, but I think you left some people
right
off.
there.
Me personally, I say Biggie, Ready to Die, Life After Death, of course. Mobb Deep.
I ain't a big Mobb fan. That's my older brother.
Right. Mobb Deep, the infamous. For me, it's the infamous. A lot of people say Hell on Earth too. I don't feel as though Hell on Earth wasn't really my speed, but Murder Music to me is more the album that came out in 99. That album more like got a little bit more play straight through for me. Other albums, two classics for me. Vito, I don't know if you don't listen to him or you never listen to him, but I'm giving Outkast two classics in the 90s. For sure. They AT Aliens album that they dropped in 96 that had elevators on it. Bro, that's a hot album. And they joined Aquemini, yeah. Aquemini 98. Now, I will say this. That's a hot album, too. I think it's a classic. But to me, as listening to Outkast, I know a lot of people say the first album was a classic. I don't think the first album. I didn't really like I think they found a sound on the second album. But if you listen to the Aquemini album, you can tell that they was heading left to where they eventually ended up. And what, 02, 03 with the Love and Speaker Box album, you could tell where they was going because they kind of switched their pitch up from the first album to the third album. They started going to the fourth album, they started going a little left. But I got them for two classics, Vito. You could say, nah, I got Scarface, two classics in the 90s, The Diary and The Untouchable. I think both of those is classics. For me, Vito, I'm surprised that you didn't put your dog in there, DMX.
I don't think the second album is a classic.
To me, we've had this debate before. Like, the first album was monumental because he changed the whole game. He made it, like, rugged again where it was, like, going pop for a little while. To me, I've always told you this and we've argued it. I think the second album, to me, is better than the first album. A lot of people call me an Uber for that, but I do think the second album better than the first.
Nah.
So, yeah, I got DMX with two classic albums, and in the span of time that he dropped both of them albums, so I got both of them joints as classics. Okay, let's go. One classics. Which artist you got? You already done exposed it. You said my man Nas got
your man Nas.
Nas, one classic. Who else?
I got my man X. It's Dark and Hell is Hot. I got Dre the Chronic.
Okay.
Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style.
Okay.
And there's a whole lot of dudes with one album classic. So we can go on for days, but that's what I just named.
All right, now me with one album classics. I got Jay-Z. I think Jay-Z only has one classic in the 90s. That's Reasonable Doubt. You can sue me if you want.
No, I originally thought that too, but then remember I said I went back and Volume 2 got some shit on it.
I don't know about that. We can get back to Volume 2 because I want to ask you a question about Volume 2. To me, I think Volume 2 was like he perfected the Biggie Life After Death formula on that album. But I'm gonna give you a couple of because again, it's a lot of classics. A lot of artists had one classics. I could say the Snoops and Dre's and all that. And I know we've had the debate about me saying Doggy Style wasn't a classic. So you know where I stand with that. But you didn't mention Wu-Tang, so I say Wu-Tang. I know you're not a big Wu-Tang fan.
36 Chambers is a classic.
Yeah, so I say 36 Chambers a classic.
And if you want to branch off to the members, Ray got a classic and Ghost got a classic.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. I'll say a lot of people don't talk about it, but I'll say the second best album of all time on Bad Boy Records is Puff Daddy's first album, Puff Daddy and the Family album.
You look at the track list because you be tripping sometimes.
Puff Family and the Family, No Way Out. I think that's a classic album. I'll also throw Mace in there just because the way Mace was like he went from a hip hop to a pop star, like a huge pop star, like Nickelodeon status and all of that. So, and Harlem World was his first album, 4.5 million. So, as he said, somebody had to love it. But let me ask you, Vito, somebody out of the one classics, do you have Ice Cube with any classics?
I mean, I'm not real big on West Coast rap.
Okay.
And most of my Ice Cube knowledge is from NWA. I ain't listened too much of his solo shit.
How about G-Rap?
Oh, yeah, that 456 album classic.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
One of my favorite albums.
So you didn't agree with me saying Outkast with 2. Does Outkast have any classic albums to you?
I mean, that's just me fucking with you, but because I'm not really big on Outkast. So
okay, so you never.
I can't even say.
All right. How about anybody else did we miss?
I'm sure we missed a lot of people.
Yeah, I was just thinking more of the like names everybody mention all the time. Because a lot of people say GZA has a classic.
I mean, I wasn't real big on.
Yeah, I'm not actually a GZA type fan, so I couldn't speak on.
I know
that.
on the features that he's on, he be killing shit. But
Yeah, I've heard him. I've heard him definitely bomb stuff, but I've never really listened to a GZA album to actually say if it's a classic or not. Also, a disclaimer. I know a lot of my old heads say it, and I see it a lot on the internet. A lot of people said Tribe Called Quest had a 3-peat in the 90s, 3 back-to-back classic albums. That's early 90s, probably a little before my time. And even like I told my old heads, when I started liking hip hop, I wasn't really a fan of Tribe Called Quest and the way they rap. So I can't debate whether they do have classics. So that's why they didn't make my tier. They weren't artists that I really listened to. I
got another one, CNN, The War Report, classic.
You got that as a classic?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, a lot of people might get mad at me, but I like the reunion better than the War Report to me. I don't know why, but I think, to me, I don't know, the reunion to me was better than the first album. It showed growth with those guys.
I'm saying, I like Redman too. Muddy Waters?
Yeah, Redman. It's debatable. I see some people say Redman got 2 classics. What's the album before Muddy Waters? Whatever the album is before Muddy Waters, a lot of people say is a classic. So, but that was more my cousin and them wave. Like my cousin and them used to love Redman and the music. They used to like. I've never been a big fan of like EPMD, neither Eric Sermon or. Like you mess with Eric Sermon and all that back in the day?
I mess with some EPMD stuff. But
Sadat X, like I ain't never.
I mean, it's crazy, but I like some of him. some of his stuff.
Yeah, I never really messed with Sadat X and none of them brothers.
Because he was like early Ghostface. Like, really wasn't rhyming all the time.
Yeah.
Saying pretty much anything, but it worked.
Yeah. And another thing, disclaimer too, because a lot of people, I've seen people say that Common and Talib Kweli got classics in the 90s, but again, that wasn't the type
Most
of
Def, but I fuck with most. I don't really fuck with Common or Talib, but I do fuck with most Def.
I don't know how much you was listening to the Roots, but a lot of people say that the Roots got a classic album, the Joan with Things Fall Apart on it.
I mean, I fuck with the Roots. I fuck with Black Thought. When they had Dice Raw on the team, he was alright, but I ain't really listen too much of that stuff.
All right, now Vito, I know that Jay-Z versus Nas became a thing, but Jay-Z was Biggie Youngboy, and Jay-Z and Nas kind of don't make the same type of music. So why is Jay never like compared to the big homie? Like, my question would be, Life. You think Life After Death? What's Biggie's best album? Life After? To you? I think Life After Death. You think Ready to Die is best album?
Ready to Die better.
Okay. So,
I mean, it might be more of a personal thing, but as far as tracks, Life After Death got more tracks that's better. But I just like Ready to Die better.
So because they similar and they from the same cloth, like, does Jay, let's start with the Blueprint too, because this is a double CD. Does Jay have an album that's better than Life After Death?
No.
Nothing comes close?
I mean, I wouldn't say come close, but I don't think he has nothing better.
Okay, now, but you think he has something better than Ready to Die, right?
Yeah.
What you got, Reasonable?
Reasonable Doubt.
Okay, I agree with that. Another thing, like, funny you mentioned Volume 2, because I went back and was listening to all the Volume things. First of all, I think what you just said about the personal album with the
Biggie shit.
Yeah. When I went back to listen to Jay-Z albums again, because I'm like, let me see, is it bias? Is it this or that? I'm like, a lot of the albums don't relate to me because a lot of Jay's music don't have a lot of substance to it, if you know what I mean. And like, it was the clip that I sent you where Mav Hoffa was talking about why Drake doesn't have classics, and he was like, Drake took the Jay-Z formula where he put a couple hits on the album and then a bunch of fillers. Yeah. So I felt that funny. To me, it's like Jay gives you like, to me, I don't think he give you at that time music. Like, even with his beats, he give you at that time music. Like, I think that's why some of his songs, like when they praised him for like Blueprint, and then they praised him for like Black Album for opening up, because he never really made songs like, and he might have gave you like what's the song where he talk about shooting his brother on Volume 1?
They Must Love Me.
They Must, like, he give you one of them songs like on the album, but it wasn't really consistent. Like, X would give you something heartfelt like Slipping, like this always going to reminisce with you, resonate with you 20 years later. Like, to me, when I go back and listen to a lot of them Jay albums, I don't think he has that substance in his music. That's why I think a lot of the songs I like is the songs where it's like he actually rapping about something. And it's not just money, cash, hoes, or selling bricks, or this, that, and the third. But speaking of Volume 2, I had a thought because I was listening to Volume 2. First of all, I got like 13, 14 songs. Like 10, 11 of the songs has a feature on it. So I was like, you know what? Went back, listened to Puff Daddy and the Family album. And I said, you know what? Vito going to get mad at me. The world is probably going to get mad at me and want to call me a Uber for saying this. I thought you was going to say Volume 2 was a classic. I don't think it's a classic. I think it was a good album for the moment. I don't think it was a classic. I don't think it's better than Puff Daddy and the Family album. Should y'all call me an Uber for saying that Puff Daddy and the Family's album is way better than Volume 2? Yes, no, keep it a C note.
I'm reading the ingredients because I'm trying to see if we drinking the same shit.
Yeah, we drinking the same stuff.
This boy's tripping.
What am I tripping
and
about?
The Family whole shit is features, ain't it?
That's why I went and looked. That's why I was like, you know what? It's fair. But I was like, if I say that, the first thing Vito gonna say is Puff Daddy and the Family joint is all features. But then when I looked at Volume 2, it got just as many features or more features than Puff Daddy and the Family album. I mean, they are the same album.
I feel like the Dynasty is all features, a bunch of people, but I feel like it's still a classic.
If you look at Jay-Z Volume 2, that joint could be called Jay-Z and the Family too. Because if it has 14 songs on it, at least 10, 11 of them have features on it, bro. Just like Puff Daddy and the Family. And we could go track list for track list. You might call me crazy, but I believe Puff Daddy and the Family album is better than Volume 2, bro. I don't think nothing on Volume 2 ain't better than Victory. We don't get past Victory. What on Volume 2 is better than Victory? Can you give me anything?
Nah, I can't.
That's where the fight should stop.
That's only one song though.
Huh?
That's only one song.
Come on, man. That should be where the fight stop at, man.
Nah, how? For one song?
Hey, brother, that's a powerful one song.
It is. But what about the rest of that shit?
Hey, listen, then you gotta start getting into Hard Knock Life or Can't Nobody Hold Me Down. The original Order remix version, both of them was hits. Or what else is on there besides Can't Nobody Hold Me Down? What else was a hit on? Oh, if you do Volume 2 and you saying his biggest hit is Hard Knock Life, I'll Be Missing You is Diddy's biggest hit on that album. Look at all the tracks, bro. Yeah,
I'm looking at the tracks on
all
Volume
features.
2.
All
it
features.
is.
All features is Jay-Z and the Family. So you can compare them albums, bro.
But this is way better than that shit.
What look at that one. What track list? You don't got nothing you can put up against Victory, right?
No, Victory is probably the best song out of both albums.
Okay.
But after Victory, what else is on Petey and the Family compared to this? Like this got Reservoir Dogs on there.
Yeah, that's a John, and against Reservoir Dogs,
got Money Cash Hoes.
What Reservoir Dogs? P Diddy and the Fam got Young G's with him, Biggie, and Jay-Z. Come on, stop, bro. Stop.
Jay-Z is on it, so that's kind of like
I'm just saying.
Cancel out. Money Cash Hoes. What do you got for that? Or it was all good just a week ago. He ain't got nothing for that.
He got joints for them joints,
nah,
bro. Pull up his playlist.
Hold on, I'm gonna get to that.
Pull his playlist up, bro. I'm telling you, P Diddy and the Fan joint is way better. It got and the playback value to that. That's another thing, Vito. Listen, Vito, I told you this the other day. I'm gonna say it to all the people. A lot of people always say Nas has trash beats. Nas can't pick beats. Nas bored me with his beats. So I said, Vito, go back and listen to Volume 1. The beats is trash on there. So I promise you, Jay-Z fans or whoever said it, I'm challenging y'all because Vito ain't come back with no Nas album. Give me one Nas album that has more bad beats than Volume 1 has.
I said, I probably either last week or the week before, I said Nas is like they keep saying he got bad beats, but I feel like he got a lot of good beats.
What I'm saying is Volume 1, those beats are trash, bro.
I mean, I gotta go check.
Trash, bro.
I think your bias is coming.
Listen, no bias, bro. If you think Nas picks bad beats, Jay-Z picks way better beats than Nas, somebody go listen to Volume 1 right now and then tell me which Nas album that album has better beats than. No Nas album, bro. That beat.
P.D. and Family got All About the Benjamins.
Yeah. What else?
That's it.
Hey, bro, come on. I'm talking about Hold Me Down.
Can't Nobody Hold Me Down. Nah.
What else? What else is on there, though? Don't he got 2 May songs on there?
Can't Nobody Hold Me Down. That's a good song, but it ain't
the John with the locks on there, bro?
Been Around the World.
No, the John with the locks on there.
I'm just naming the songs.
he got a joint on there with the lock. I'm not sure if that's the song Black Rob on, but it's a joint on there with the locks.
I mean, if the song with Black Rob, it only say Black. It's called "I Love You." It only say Black Rob on it.
No, he got a song with the locks.
All About the Benjamins.
No, he got another song on there with the locks. Bro.
I Got the Power.
I don't know.
That's the only one say featuring Lock.
Oh, well, that must be what it's called. Yeah, he got something.
Nah, this ain't fucking with that.
Bro, I'm telling you, go back and listen to it, bro.
I'm listening to it on my way home.
Go back. That album has way more playback value than Volume 2. My last thing for you, though, Vito, would be, if you saying, yeah, you agree that Jay-Z was doing that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
doing what?
With the filler thing, like Math Hoffa was saying.
No, I didn't agree with that.
You didn't agree with it?
No.
Okay, I ain't know if you agree with it or not.
Because if you compare the Drake album to Drake, more so does. And remember, before we even heard Math say that, I said that Drake follows the Jay-Z formula. But Drake, if anything, Drake does it more than Jay. I feel like Jay's got better songs than Drake.
Okay. Drake
got bigger songs than Jay.
You think so? Why?
Like I'm talking about as far as like the masses. I'm talking about personally.
Yeah. So then let me ask you something now, because you still ain't said it yet.
What?
Do you agree with me that the Volume 1 beats is trash?
I don't know. I gotta go back and listen to it because I don't know.
Wait,
what songs are you referring to?
The whole album, bro.
Nah.
Bro, the songs that everybody talk about is the songs with the best beats. Where I'm From.
That beat not trash.
I just said the beats, the songs that Where I'm From. Mm-hmm. What's the first genre? A Million. Mm-hmm. It's like 3 good beats on it. The rest
Sunshine to me, I'll fuck with that beat.
Come on, man, stop it, bro.
You tripping? That's a good beat,
bro.
That's a good beat, man.
Man, I ain't call this boy Uber, man. Yo, yeah, so that's all I got with the J. I know it'd be like a lot of stuff, and I was like, I couldn't put my finger on it, like why the music doesn't resonate. Then I started looking, like when I go back and look at my Jay-Z playlist, it's like all the songs from Jay-Z I have on my playlist, he's actually talking about something. It ain't just like no braggadocious song. But I think, especially in those early albums, I think Reasonable, just because of the format of the album, a lot of people loved it. But I think a lot of those early albums, even with the bad beat selection and all, I just think he was just chasing something and he found this niche Volume 2. But do you agree that the beats got better as a Volume 2?
As he progressed, it got better. Every album.
So that would be my last question for you. Did Jay-Z help the beats, or did the beats help Jay-Z become?
In the beginning, I feel like he helped the beats, but towards the end, I feel like the beats also helped him.
What's the end? The end of the 90s or the end of his career?
No, the end of his career.
You said so you don't think like
Matter of fact, let me say that. Like, I actually, throughout his career, there's some songs that the beat helps.
Right.
But majority of the songs, I'm listening to what he's saying.
Right.
Like, even with Nas, even they say he got the bad beats, I'm listening to what he's saying. I don't give a fuck about the beat. That beat comes secondary.
But what I'm saying, production-wise, it's safe to say that he found his first, like, big success with production as far as beat picking was Volume 2, right? Or you saying he had
good beats on Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, from Reasonable Doubt, which was still boom bap beat era, it was, he was still in the boom bap because the game kind of switched. So it wasn't in that era. From 98, I think even on Volume 1, that's why I say a lot of those beats was trash. He was still in the boom bap era with his beats. Like, his beats hadn't advanced yet. I don't think they advanced till he got the major beats from Swiss and all of them on Volume 2. So that's why I'm saying, was it the beats that helped his success? Like, once he got those big name producers that really helped him take his thing to
Nah,
the
not
next
not to
level?
me. I don't think it was the beats that made him.
Okay. All right, yeah, no, because I just want to know, like, my thing is, like, the only thing that changed from his first 3 albums or his first 2 albums to volume 2 is the production. Like, again, like, Reasonable Doubt wasn't bad production. It was late production because a lot of people wasn't still on that boom bap stuff in '96, but it still wasn't outdated. Like, if you really listen to '97, like when he was still on those tight beats, it was like not good. Like, niggas had moved on to the big name producers and all of that. So I don't know. I don't know. And that's his first album where he like blew up on. So I didn't know if it was the beats or what, because like Ready to Die, you say is a classic. We both say it's a classic. Like, it didn't have the best beats. You see what I'm saying?
It didn't, but it had great production.
Yeah, it did. I will agree. You're not gonna go back right now and say, "Yo, those beats is trash," like you gonna do when you go listen to Volume 1, bro. I'm telling you. We missed anything?
Nah,
You got anything else?
I don't.
All right, we about to end this episode. Shout out to, what's this we drinking? MJ?
No, it's Grand Comino. It's Kevin Hart.
I mean
shit.
Kevin Hart. Well, what's MJ John called?
Sincoro.
They don't got similar bottles and
Nah.
I'm just tweaking right now.
Yeah, you activated, man.
Shout out to me being activated. We're about to wrap this episode up, people. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Again, this your first time tuning in. Salute to y'all. Do us a favor, hit the sub button, like button, and the bell so you can stay notified when we drop new content. Don't be afraid to leave a comment. If you agree, disagree, want to call one of us an Uber, just let us know in the comment section. Hit the share button so everybody can talk that talk with us. What's the thing for the mobile button?
Hype button.
Yeah, hit the hype button too, people. Again, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. As always, I am your boy Brown. To the left of me, we got
Vito.
Please tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell everybody. Keep it a C note. We holla at y'all.
This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da.